Okay, you're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming at Zan Azli.
I'm Shell Ibustawan.
And as usual, every week we watch a local film and then we review it. And this week we're going to watch
Tujuh, which is a horror film, so I hate it. The end.
Pre-Assumption.
To top it all off,
Don't you ever
their
see the
points
movie?
have no expiry.
Probably hate it. So,
we watched
Tujuh.
Tujuh. It's a big film because it's done by a big production company. It's done by Primeworks
and Grand Bidin.
Media Prima.
Media Prima, basically.
So
first of all, I take back what I said. I didn't hate it. Surprise, surprise. I hate having to watch horror films for the Fat Bidin Film Club. That's what I hate, though. And this was no different because sounds. Anyway, yeah.
what was the film about?
The film is about 7 friends. So there are 4 guys and 3 girls. And they are all in uni together lah, basically.
This takes place in the what, 70s or
in the
60s,
70s,
70s, yeah.
70s or 60s, where you still drive like a Volkswagen van and things.
People still do. If
They
you're a
go
hipster.
to the main bro's bungalow to throw a party because he's running for student council election. And there's a caretaker there, and the caretaker
Orang asli.
is an indigenous person with a daughter.
Yeah.
Main bro is in a relationship with this 16-year-old daughter. Her name is Suri, and basically shit happens. They got haunted, and shit happens some more.
Kind of not really a relationship, but yes, right? Yeah, like a...
Courting lah, they're courting.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's courting her. Something's happening.
Because they've known each other from small,
Yeah, they
right? Yeah.
know each other from small. It's like his family's holiday home or whatever lah. I don't know.
So this Orang Asli, and because
Yeah.
this was in the 70s, there were still a lot of indigenous people who were living the life lah, right? They are, I guess, the way they live lah, right? Because
Yeah.
now most of them would have gone down and all that, right?
I guess.
So they were still living in the forest, and so he had this father who's played by one Hanafi Su, and the daughter taking care of the bungalow lah. And then what happens lah?
Something happened lah.
Yeah, well,
what I hear.
it's a rape thing, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the synopsis says that too. A rape happens, and then these 7 get cursed.
Yes.
These 7 people get cursed, and then the journey, the adventure, or
The horror begins.
begins.
But we're not exactly clear what happens at first.
Yeah.
They basically, okay, this whole film, the style of this whole film is very jump cut. It's super jump cut. It's like everything is a jump cut, okay? And it's a very like skittish, and it's very it's not montagey lah, but it's jump cut lah, basically. It's very jump cut, and you spend a lot of time trying to make sense of the scenes. I spent a lot of time trying to make sense.
And
of
many different timelines. You jump
Many
from
different
this
timelines,
timeline to a different timeline to a
mainly
to a flashback.
two timelines lah.
Yeah.
So at first it's not clear what happens, but basically someone is scorned.
It's like the game Cluedo.
Yeah, and then someone dies.
Yeah.
And then it's like everybody's like, wait, just check up je lah.
So
mengaku
who
je
is
lah.
it that did it, you know?
Who did it? And nobody's like
In the
saying
meantime,
anything.
the ghost is like haunting them.
In the meantime, the
kind of like
spirit
the
is
I know what you did last summer also.
So that it's a bit like that lah, in that kind of concept. So what did you think of the film?
I didn't like the film. I actually thought it was quite a bad film. It had really good actors. People like Pekin Ibrahim, people like Iris Zafril.
Faizal Hussein makes a guest appearance.
Yeah, Faizal Hussein and Wan Hanafi Su are the big names who make a guest appearance as some supporting cast.
Yeah.
Who were quite okay at their performance, but I felt like the director, who is Raja
Mugris,
did not fully utilize these actors, man. Not at all. Pekin Ibrahim is such a good actor, not utilized at all.
I really feel like he was probably just cast because of the way he looks, and possibly because of his name.
And Ari Zafril as well, you know.
Ariel Zafril, oh my god, guys, seriously, I cannot stop looking at Ariel Zafril. He's such a, even as a supporting actor, right? Okay, so the last time I saw Ariel Zafril, was in Mandatory. Okay, we haven't gotten to Jibril yet, sorry, we'll get to that, coming soon. but we've always seen him in a lead role. So this is the first time I've seen Ariel Zafriel in a supporting role.
We've only
sort
seen him
of.
in one film,
Yeah
right?
lah, mandatory. So we've only it was
it's
a lead
TV
role.
series.
It was
Yeah,
a lead
okay.
role.
Right.
So we've never actually seen him in a supporting role. So this is him in a supporting role, and still, despite a bad wig, right, he still has, for me lah, such presence, man. His performance was still kind of better than the other people lah on screen.
I
don't
felt
know.
there was not much for him to perform also.
Yeah, well, I would have liked more Ariel Zafriel screen time. I definitely
Didn't have a lot
would
of
have enjoyed
dialogue. Didn't
that.
lot.
He did.
No,
he had a
no,
lot
not
of
a
dialogue.
lot.
He was the guy
And he-
that was saying most of the stuff.
He died early on also.
Yeah, but he had
Oops.
most of the dialogue.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know lah. I felt.
Anyway,
yeah.
Ariel Zafriel, good job. I liked it.
The,
specifically.
actually, the only person who I felt who had a really good performance lah, personally, was Faizal Hussein lah. Faizal Hussein did well as an inspector, as a police inspector. Wan
It's a
Hanafi
small
Su, okay.
role.
Yeah, it is a small role.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't say much good stuff about the film.
Okay.
You mentioned wig, right? Takes place in the 60s, or 70s. Everybody had really bad wigs. Who is the one who's been putting on their makeup and putting on the wigs? It's so horrible, looks so fake.
And you can see, like, at one point,
Yeah.
Johan Asari is the main guy, right? So Johan Asari's wig sort of moves to the front sometimes.
They all look so
Like,
fake.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
There's Christine Stockstill,
Yes.
who I was producing a reality show to find the latest to find an actor, a good actor. It was an RTM reality show called Pilih Kasih. I was one of the producers together with
Pilih Kasih,
Rosham. Yeah, and she was one of the participants. That's all I want to say lah. I want to say that. Yeah, that's all. Also, her performance was the character also like.
Okay, so here's one thing I did like about the film. So we've talked a lot about how films, Malay films especially, propagate rape culture, and
like Osman Ali
it's
films.
very normalizing. They like to normalize the rape, right? So there was rape in
Yeah.
this film, but for
They-
me lah,
they
it
don't treat
really
it that way,
felt
right?
like the treatment of rape in this film was
proper.
definitely not normalized.
Yeah.
Like everybody felt it was fucked up. Everybody was fucking not cool with it. And it was just like, you're a despicable human being, you deserve to die. That's actually a line in the film.
Yeah.
And
it's really
the
about
fact that the punishment for the rape was
So
so
severe.
and torturous, and like all of you had and it really showed, like, because all 7 of them got cursed, right? Even though, actually, spoiler lah, 2 of them performed the rape, 1 of them with the intention.
but everybody had a role.
Everybody had a role to play in
Yeah.
contributing to why she,
In that sense, it is trying to say rape is wrong and
yeah,
it's not
in
normalizing.
society,
Yeah.
and everybody is sort of like
At
held
fault.
accountable,
Yeah.
The other thing I really liked about it was that they were very openly, they had a very openly queer character. So one of the girls in the film is, although badly represented lah, okay, one of the girls in the film is, I don't know if she's bisexual or she's a lesbian, but she's attracted to women, and she very openly
Tries to
is
court
trying
people
to
and
win
all
the
that, yeah.
affection of one that
Christine Stockstill, yeah.
Christine Stockdale in this film, and it's not portrayed well because the way that she flirts with the characters, or the way that she's trying to be affectionate, is very predatory. But it's good that they have queer characters, openly queer characters in a Malay film. I thought that was really
Yeah.
refreshing. So those were the only 2 things I liked about the film.
And
Yes.
well,
And Ariel Zafriel.
well, to be the way I look at it, all of those characters were just pervy lah. Yeah, they were all pervy. So she may be, queer.
That's why I said it's
Yeah,
like
she
very
may be
predatory
queer,
and
but-
a bad
Yeah.
representation of
Yeah.
queer people as a whole. But it's good that nobody was trying to imply queerness, or
Yeah.
they weren't trying to straight wash her, or
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that lah. It was
So
she wasn't confused.
She just happened to be queer, but a bad person.
But a bad person, yeah.
So
So-
it wasn't like they were trying to
And
demonize it or anything.
So that was good, and it wasn't like, oh, she's bad because she's queer. She's just inherently a
Yeah.
shitty person who
Uh,
just happens to be queer.
Yeah, I thought it was shot beautifully.
Give me a headache a bit.
But now I think there is always I like jump shot films. I like jump shot cuts and not jump cuts. I love jump
He loves
cuts.
jump cuts.
I love
He
jump
loves
cuts.
them.
But it didn't work lah. This film, it was just very rough. It wasn't done right.
It feels a bit lazy lah.
It
It's
felt
like, oh,
lazy.
you know what?
It
It's a
felt
horror
lazy.
film, and
Yeah.
we've already got like the right sound for it.
It
The
felt
sound
really-
was like
sound
fucking
was great.
fucking
Yeah.
on, but like
Sound was
it's
good.
fucking scary. There's like a backtrack of a girl just constantly fucking singing in the background. Jesus, like, why?
Yeah.
Anyway. But they just got lazy with the editing. It's like, you know what we'll do? We'll just jump cut the shit out of this film. Yeah. That's what they did. Talk about the new representation of ghosts that we were having conversation with.
Yeah, have you noticed that any horror movies now, if there's a ghost, the ghost always walks like a spider. All these ghosts all walk like spiders. They crawl like spiders on the ground or on the
The
ceiling
ghosts are
or
very
whatever.
new age, you know, they all do
Yeah.
yoga now. They
Yeah.
are very flexible people.
Yeah, and they have like rotted face, like the veins. and all that.
Always with the rotted face.
Any film from anywhere.
But to be fair,
Not just
contextually,
Malaysian
this
film.
one particularly, she burned her. So obviously her face was supposed to be. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So another spoiler, they throw a corpse into the fireplace.
And she burns.
And she burns. And she actually burns.
Disintegrates totally.
And I was like, wow.
you
no
need
to
very
go
high temperature.
crematorium like
You
that.
need very high temperature
It's
to
like,
burn a body.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did like that it wasn't explained what happened to Ariel, Zafriel and the other dude. They just like literally just disappeared.
Yeah, but they got the curse lah.
Yeah lah, but
Yeah.
like the other, there were
You see, you had the bodies, right?
Yeah, it's like no resolution. What happened to Ariel Zafriel, y'all? Y'all like ran out of money to pay him or what? Anyway.
I don't know. Overall,
Um,
would you ask people to go watch this film?
yes.
You would?
I would tell you to watch the film because you need to know that rape is not normal. Bad things will happen to you when you get it. It's a very good rape PSA, I feel. I feel.
That's a lousy story.
That's the only reason to watch the film. Anything other than that, don't watch it.
To me, you watch also you don't miss anything. You don't watch also you don't miss anything. It's a
Listen to
really
us.
bad-
Rape is bad. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately it's being told in a very bad story. Ah,
It's got good intentions, lah. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But it's just not
it's meh.
edited.
It's a flat line.
Yeah.
That's
You
it,
can't
lah.
get by with just good intentions, lah.
Okay, so if you've got any comments, if you've seen the film, you want to tell us, give your comments, or you want to question us, you want to say anything, you want to ask us more questions, you want to give us leads on whatever other films you want us to watch, comment, send us emails, send us messages, follow us on all our social media platforms at FatBidin, subscribe to this channel, or get everything at fatbidin.com. You've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shelley Bustawan.
Hey, if you want to learn how to become an independent filmmaker or a filmmaker in general, I've got a book which I wrote with a buddy of mine. It's called Zan Azli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking. You can actually buy it off of here. I'm going to put the link down here at my website, fatbidin.com. It's only a couple of ringgit. And it's really good because it has many different chapters, the process of filmmaking, and each chapter I interview a Malaysian filmmaker who gives advice and tips of from their experience. So yeah, yay, link is down here, yay.